Chad Livengood has the rest of the story. Thanks for being available.
Thanks for having me, Michael Patrick.
I'm sorry to say this is your baby after all. You broke this story from the start, so you're going to be the world's living expert on this nasty bit of business, aren't you?
I guess so, yes.
Yeah, isn't that
Comes
nice?
with the territory.
So who is this person, and why do we care what he says?
Well, Joshua Cline is 36 years old from Lapeer. He is a longtime friend of Todd Courser's. He has worked on Todd Courser's past campaigns and started a small consulting business with another former aide, Ben Graham, the gentleman who made the recordings that people have now heard. And they worked on Courser's campaigns. Ben's 25 years old. He's pretty much worked on every campaign in his adult life for Todd Courser, trying to get him elected to office. And so these gentlemen followed Todd Courser to Lansing this year, and they were his right-hand men. And so for them to essentially had a falling out with him, he has sort of tried to suggest that they were somehow plants of the Speaker of the House or spying for the Speaker of the House, which Speaker Cotter has vehemently denied. These were not that. These were gentlemen who worked for him, so they were trusted confidants. So when they started seeing this relationship developing in the office, they started to speak out. And this Joshua Cline yesterday disclosed that as early as January, he told Representative Cotter, he told Representative Courser and Representative Gamrat that they need to establish professional and personal boundaries. And he says that they dismissed him and said that as a mere staffer, that wasn't his role to pass any judgment on it.
Let's hear a little bit of what he had to say yesterday. This is Josh Cline.
Representatives Courser and Gamrat would routinely disappear for hours at a time, especially on Thursdays after session, and then ask us to then go get him dinner. Representative Courser often openly told Rep. Gamrat how beautiful she was, or how nice she looked that day. It was excessively personal and quite awkward to witness. It was like working for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He kept us at bay as to which Representative Courser he would present with rapid cycling from day to day. They spent inordinate amount of time going for walks with each other during the day. They frequently greeted each other with what appeared to be long, romantic, highly personal hugs and embraces. The most poignant example I can remember or recall happened at a staff meeting in early January, where Mr. Courser told us as staff, "Let's get it straight, boys. We're not here to pass legislation. We're here for messaging moments in media." I suggested that they should adopt and enforce professional and personal boundaries. They quickly dismissed my concerns and impressed upon me that as a mere staffer, such a suggestion was not my place.
Now, why is he coming forward now and telling all this?
Well, he didn't disclose his motivations. He is the aide who quit. He quit on his own motivation in April, saying that he couldn't handle the stress of working in this office, that it was a hostile work environment. The other two aides, Ben Graham and Keith Allard, they were fired in January, so they're in a different situation. They are kind of waiting for this investigation to play out, and they have not really spoken publicly too much about what happened. And so he's in a different position. Some of it's also returning fire in politics. Representative Courser came out a week ago Monday on that rambling 27-minute audio tape and essentially trashed these guys and said that they were not qualified to work in the legislature, that they were just political operatives. Although the irony to that, Michael Patrick, is most legislators have just political operatives working in their legislative offices, that they kind of go hand in hand. So this is sort of a war of words at times, but also they're trying to get to they're clearly whistleblowers here and trying to expose some light on the operations of this office.
His comments that he had trouble sleeping at night and was very stressed, doesn't that lead us to believe that maybe he's looking for a little something for the effort?
Some people can definitely speculate that there will be a lawsuit or two in the works coming from these former employees. Neither of them have said that they're going to sue. I asked Josh Cline directly yesterday. His attorney did not rule it out. They are as he put it, they're doing their own investigation. And so obviously there's going to be some evidence gathering, and everyone's going to wait to see how this internal probe at the House of Representatives shakes out, and whether or not there is a finding that they did inappropriately mix personal relationship or personal use of taxpayer resources with their relationship.
Did this staffer, Josh Cline, indicate that he went to the Speaker's office and really he didn't have any confidence that they were going to do anything about it?
He did. He didn't say when that exactly happened, and he quit in early April, so we're not exactly sure what the timeline of that is. And as you might remember, Norm Sari, the former chief of staff, essentially kind of sidestepped questions about when exactly this happened when he was questioned by a Senate committee last week for his appointment to the Public Service Commission. So, and that's just another example, Michael Patrick, of how this scandal has essentially engulfed both sides of the building right now.
Why was his wife standing next to him?
He said she was there for support, and he kind of explained that it was a big deal for him with a small toddler or child to quit his job, and then his wife essentially, carrying a load. But he quit his job, basically, as he says, out of protest over the way that Representative Todd Corser and Cindy Gamrett were carrying about themselves in the office.
He mentioned, too, that she came in one morning, well, we got to get to that right after the break, but that she came in smelling of alcohol and all disheveled after what might have been the night lots of people have been talking about at the hotel in downtown Lansing there. We'll continue with Chad Livengood in 3 minutes. Also, Todd Corser about to speak today, or at least release a statement. We'll hear about that, too.